Welcome back. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
It's a gorgeous, glorious week. Is it nice though?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the time this podcast goes out in the middle of June or whenever, it probably won't be pissing it down.
This comes out next week, which is still May.
Well, you never know with Scottish weather.
Drama queen. But it has been glorious, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been beautiful.
What a difference it makes on life.
It really, really does. I feel like mornings are getting easier jumping out of bed. You haven't got to think about what layers to put on.
I feel like I'm talking to a taxi driver asking like, oh, how's the weather?
That
Anyway.
boring chit chat.
We don't have a spit or swallow this week because,
We were fat bastards yesterday and we've ate too much.
yeah, and we just don't. Like we can't fit anything else in at this point.
We had egg bites this morning, although they were a bit overcooked.
Quite hard.
Yeah.
Like quite crispy on top, but they shouldn't be.
No, it was the egg white bites we had.
With,
Healthy.
What was it again?
Cheese and red pepper.
Yeah, delicious. So you
They
still
are,
kind of beat them.
they are
in my
good,
opinion.
yeah.
And we've got our mud flowers back.
Mud flowers of the week.
I think they look gorgeous.
What's our card say?
A nice fresh bunch,
They
right?
look like peonies again.
They are.
Fucking hell.
Peony.
Peony?
Peony royalty in the building. ... Duchesse de Nemours.
Duchess.
Is that a phrase I should know?
Let's have a look. Oh. I have no idea.
Not sure.
Anyway.
It must mean something royal. It sounds fancy.
My flowers, I found them in the house in the end. The ones from
only so
last
many
week that were
places they
missing.
can be.
Yeah. But I think because he told me there were a bunch of roses, they were mixed with lilies. So I was
Right.
thrown off slightly. But
That's
they
just
look
mean.
gorgeous, even a week later, maybe more than, to be fair. What? Yeah, maybe about a week
over a week.
later.
Yep.
And they're looking gorgeous, so they're still in my house. I was going to bring them in and have 2 bunches, but that one, in all its glory, looks fantastic.
I think I should get to take that one today.
You can. I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
Yes.
I think my flat would look nice with them in.
Absolutely.
Brighten it up a little, you know?
So what we're talking about in this week's episode, Zozzy Wazzy?
Quite a few things. We went somewhere really nice to eat, which we need to talk about.
Yep. I'm going to a wedding this Sunday and we need to talk about the difficulties of
Dressing
wedding dresses, which we probably will do that over Patreon, actually. What do you think?
Yeah, because we got a lot of recommendations from everyone on where they shop for their wedding dresses,
Yeah.
so we can read them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's quite helpful because I actually don't know. I'm just an ASOS girl. I just go ASOS for everything, but I don't know why. 'Cause it doesn't serve me well.
No, and I feel
just
like
easy.
if we do an episode like this as well, it's always good to come back to if you need a dress for an
For
occasion.
reference.
Yeah, it could just be the races, it could be wedding guest, or if you're just going somewhere fancy like a ball, charity ball.
On a night out, people get dressed up for a night out, unlike us.
Not me, but
No.
I miss those days, to be fair.
I just miss it being easy to order shut 'em off like PLT every weekend, and like it came, it fit, and
Yeah.
that was it. Rather than like trying on 50 different things, nothing works.
I do feel like we've just changed our shopping habits, haven't we? Because I said this to you because Zoe's wearing some gorgeous leopard print trousers, right? And I love...
Are they a bit much?
No, not at all. There would be a bit much if you wore something maybe like that on the top. It's giving
A
cats
matching
later.
set?
Yeah. But I said this to Zoe when it started creeping into fashion around February because we were at Farmhouse, do you remember? And I was
Yeah.
like... It's, leopard print is back because everyone at Farmhouse was wearing it. And I says, I actually refuse to buy into this print trend, right? Because it happens every 5 or 6 years. And if I go down on my Instagram back to when we worked at Quiz, there was a time where my whole year was filled with animal print.
I was going to say it wasn't even just leopard print, it was zebra print, it was like cheetah print. Mine, it was red and black.
Red and black, those satin dresses everyone wore, the satin slips.
Two-piece, like the wee sort of triangle, sleeveless top and the wee shorts with the tie.
And then what frustrates me is when I do my seasonal wardrobe clear out or whatnot, I notice that all the prints I took, because I no longer, they give me the ick. I'm like,
know.
oh my God. But then 5 years later, I think, I wish I kept that. Although what I will say is it always moves on slightly, like that's a different type of fabric or it's a more of a faded leopard print.
It's a wide leg trouser.
Yeah.
Not like a...
And it's more like that Damson Madder, Ganny type of leopard print at the moment. So I feel, fashion always comes back around, but just in different ways. And I can't keep tapping into buying trends because I waste my
Short-term
money.
trends.
Yeah, waste my money. It's bad for the environment. And I just think I'm always pulling out pieces, should we call them, that are better quality, like a Uniqlo tee or something that
Is that Uniqlo vest you've got on?
I've not had off my body.
I have seen you for the last 3 days,
I've worn the same thing.
and you've had the white one on and the black one on twice.
Yeah.
And you said you'll never wear anything else again.
Never.
I actually think I believe you.
No, I wasn't joking, Zoe. I genuinely love it that much. I cannot believe I found a t-shirt that I don't have to wear a bra. If I
That
could
is
chop
a
my
treat.
tits off, I would. And I genuinely think that this is just
Same.
serving everything. No, I think, to be fair, I did have a different low-cut top on today, but I didn't have a bra. Because I'm wearing a high-waisted skirt, it's because I sit down on a podcast. That's probably why you sit.
You need to think about these things.
And when you sit with a wired bra and you're sitting down on a podcast with 3 cameras facing you,
The bulge.
yeah. So this is why I'm wearing it with ease.
No, I'm absolutely not judging.
But my point was to you yesterday that I need to go back to Uniqlo because I want to buy about 5 of the same ones.
I know.
And Hayley tagged me in a thing on Instagram and they brought out like ribbed, more like different style ribbed ones. Just loads.
It's the answer to a prayer,
Yeah,
really.
so-
I've still not tried it, but I will. I'm just not convinced that that'll cover my lady parts.
Zoe, it will, I promise. But just talking about the tapping into the trends quickly before we move on, I think a real smart way of doing that is using it with accessories. So I would be definitely partial to getting like a leopard print scrunchie or a leopard print
Yeah.
little nice bag.
I mean, I
Or
got a leopard
trainers.
print tote bag from TikTok shop for £5.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, that is actually.
Does the job. Then you can just chuck that like a £5.
Yeah. But I love those trousers. But my point is, I feel like I would probably wear them like twice and then I'd be like, oh,
This is the only second time I've had these on.
yeah.
Well, I got them from New York though, and I only went there like 2 weeks ago or last week, whenever that was.
They are beautiful.
So-
Where are they from?
These are just from ASOS, but they're Topshop.
Yeah. Topshop's good. Topshop quality is something that I always notice I don't chuck away much.
No, I just type in Topshop when I go on ASOS now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like most of the stuff I end up seeing and liking and buying, it ends up being Topshop. So
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just refine this process
Yeah.
down to Topshop alone.
Topshop needs to come back in the store, I think.
It does. I just think the reason I got these is because I quite like this sort of style of trouser because I think it's quite flattering for me because they're loose.
What's the waistband like?
It's just kind of like an elastic.
Yeah.
Which I don't love. But I actually need to turn it over once because they're quite loose up there, but they're also too long. So that makes it a bit more flattering because they're kind of
Yeah.
cinched in a wee bit. But, I mean,
And another thing as well, TikTok absolutely kills trends. Like your
This is
sambas,
too
for example, I think they're really nice, but people are slagging them now on TikTok saying they give everyone the ick.
oh, I don't care because you know what else I've got which actually would look really nice with these trousers? My Granny top. My Granny t-shirt's nice.
And
I don't
why is
care what
Granny
anyone-
getting rinsed at the
I don't care
moment?
what anyone says, it's nice. It's got a nice peach or lemon or something on it. It's nice and
nice.
summery. And that would actually look nice with these trousers, I think.
I think Ganny's a lovely brand.
So anyway, everyone can fuck off as
They
far as
can
I'm
fuck off.
concerned.
Any hoody woo, we went somewhere delicious.
I don't have a
for
bad word
lunch.
to say about it.
No, I actually don't.
We went to Maison.
Maison by Glasgow.
And by the way, it's Glasgow.
Yeah.
That's been confirmed.
Yeah, it's not Glasgow.
Glasgow. It's
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah, it's Glasgow.
But people do
Which
say
is Glasgow, Gaelic for Glasgow.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
it's not Gaelic. I said that wrong. Gaelic. Gaelic is Irish, isn't it? I always get
Oh,
this
I
mixed
would
up.
say Gaelic as well. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
because you're hail.
part Irish. I actually don't know if I am. I don't actually think I am.
It's Gaelic.
Gaelic, right, okay.
Yeah.
Gaelic for Glasgow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Anyway, it's new and it's
Brand
up on the terrace in Princess Square. So it's not as high as October. It's like the second one down.
Just
isn't
like, it's right next to Tinderbox.
it? Tinderbox. And we couldn't believe the size of it. So it's got the outdoor terrace bit.
Yeah,
which
which I
we were
thought that
sitting
was all it was.
Me too.
But it's massive.
massive. Then you go in and that's actually more of like just a bar for drinks, which is quite dark and moody. It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you want to go into Princess Square and have a drink and you don't want to go to October and be with all the kiddie wits where people are apparently shitting on the floor.
That's
Sarah was
true.
telling me.
That's true story.
Then go to one floor down and they have a separate bar.
And it's got like high stools at the bar, then you've got high tables, then you've got booths. And it's just really nice.
Moody.
Yeah, and it's decorated nice.
It's giving similar sort of interior design as Ghost, where we held our brunch.
Yeah.
But maybe a little bit more modern and bigger.
More of an actual bar. Like, even though it's a restaurant, what they were saying to us is that's a bar. Because then once you walk through that, there's a massive restaurant out the back, which you wouldn't even know was there.
That is beautiful. More light at the back and a huge private dining room.
It was up to, what was it, 25 people?
26, she said, yeah. 26.
That's nice, because I think with age, as you get older, for your birthday, like, I would like to have a nice meal with everyone, like in a private room, and just
she had
nice
a hen
drinks.
there, didn't she, that weekend before?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That is good for a hen do, because we were saying the only real other place you can think of is the Ivy, really, for a private room in town.
Although saying that, we'll go on to this in a moment, but I was at the Bothy last night and they had a beautiful private room at the top in there.
Oh, yeah, you were saying
the
that.
Bothy, just off Ashton Lane.
There is options, are just not very known, I would think.
Do you know what I should do, or what we should do, is find, or you guys message us, places in Glasgow and Edinburgh that have these big, large private dining rooms, and we could put together like a little list.
For events.
Yeah, I get that asked a lot on Just Jess, like, where can I hold my birthday? And I do always say them to go to the Ivy.
Dakota's got a nice private room as well, I'm sure.
And you said the Finiston has a nice private bit at the back.
Finiston, you can hide out the back bit, gorgeous.
I think that's such a helpful
Hide and Seek's actually got a room as well, which you forget about. Maybe not for food, but it does have a private space.
I think that would be a really helpful guide, because I would like to, I was thinking this last night, I would like to have a really big 35th birthday party.
Is that this year?
No,
Not next year.
Because I think when I'm 40, don't know, but I think 35, because I didn't have to have a big, massive 30th, I want to have a big party with everyone.
That's fine.
I'd hire out a big room.
Not a problem.
The sickest DJ. I want to have the best party ever.
Okay.
Can we make that happen?
Absolutely. We've got a year and a few months to plan it.
Yes.
Then it's my 30th after that.
Yes. We're going Vegas.
Absolutely. That's part one of the trip.
Yeah.
It's a, what do you call it, a road trip. That's what I'd like to. Anyway, we digress there. So we had
Back to Maison.
3 courses for lunch.
The reason was, seriously, we think we had 4 because they brought out little bits at the start.
They did.
The reason was, when I say this menu is, it's impossible to not like something on this menu. I was like, we've got to have that. We've got to have that.
And we didn't even have, they do unreal pastries. We didn't have any of them. With like pistachio cream over the top.
So it's, I think they said the pastries are from Freedom Bakery, but they actually decorate themselves with like
Like they add the
peanut butter and jam one.
kind of special bit to it. So to start, well, we got olives and little
Arancini balls.
arancini balls, that's right.
Salted almonds.
As a wee starter. Even the olives
They were good.
were good olives.
Yeah.
I like that hams. And then for starter, I had parfait.
You did. You
Why is
love
it-
pate, by the
I
way.
love patty, by the
You
way.
love pate more than haggis.
No, I do. If pate is on the menu as a starter, I will get that. Like, nothing else would take over that. Maybe haggis, bonbons, every so often. But pate is always my starter. I love it so much.
And it had some garlic fig chutney with it.
Yeah, it was, do you call it black garlic or dark garlic? I've never heard that
know.
before. But that was the chutney. The patty was in like a big swirl. It was nice and soft and had
Olive
olive
oil,
oil
little
in the
dip.
middle of it.
Wow.
4 wee bits of toasted bread. Couldn't beat it. But do you know what I'll say, just as a side note about patty? See, when I was vegetarian for a year and a half, that's the only thing I missed.
Really?
And I did actually have it once at the start because I didn't
That's very niche.
I didn't realise it was meaty.
What?
I know
It's
that
the
sounds.
meatiest thing you can
I know that
get.
sounds so stupid, but I just didn't know what it was.
Right.
I just see, 'cause it's just a spread. I just didn't
okay.
think. Anyway, that's what I missed when I was vegetarian. How weird's that?
So
I
niche.
just love it so much. Anyway, what did you have to start?
I had the. Why am I even thinking about this? I had the French onion soup. And when
The
I say
soup.
the, I mean like 2 E's at the end of the.
It was good. I tried it.
Because I think we may have said this before, but I love French onion soup, and I genuinely have had maybe 4 in France while I've been on trips, and I've never been wowed by it. Then I
Strange
had,
that.
I had one in the brasserie of the Balmoral Hotel when I stayed there maybe early last year, and that was phenomenal.
Were you not there when the Queen died?
No, I was in Balmoral when the Queen died,
Oh,
as
right,
in the
that's-
place.
yeah.
Am I getting this mixed up? I mean, the Balmoral Hotel in Edinburgh.
No, you're not getting it mixed up.
Yeah, but I also was in Balmoral
When she died.
When she died. Chances of that, honestly. And the room I was in was called Queen Elizabeth. Oh, fucking hell.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. And then, so I had the French onion soup there, and I've still said to this day that it was probably one of the best I've had in Scotland or probably in the UK. Don't get me wrong, I don't go to all these French places and order French onion soup, but
We've not actively tried to find a good one.
But a lot of
as
people
such.
have said nowhere in Glasgow does a really good one.
There you go then.
It's true. And anyway, it was so fucking good, guys. I'm going to post by the time this comes out, you'll see my video of it and you'll be like, wow. Already I posted it this morning on the way here and my DMs are blowing the fuck up because I didn't tag where it was.
Yeah, that was cheeky.
I know, but I don't know why, because I'm intending on following up with more stories, but sometimes I forget.
Sometimes it's good to be a wee tease, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep them
Honestly,
waiting.
there's now looking, there's just so many, but that's how much we all want a good one. Anyway, so good. And what I will say is it's very rich. I think everything that we ate was rich.
Yeah, it was, because I then had tagliatelle pasta, and it was in like a chicken stock and pepper sauce, and it was delicious, but I couldn't eat much of it because it was so rich.
Quite salty.
But only because I was also half full.
Yeah, I would say that was a cross between like if the carbonara and cacio e pepe had like a love child with the chicken, that was what you would have.
It was delicious, so I would recommend it. It's a nice dish.
And then because I was going out for dinner in the evening, by this point it was 5 p.m. and my dinner reservation was 7 at the Bothy, I went for a tuna niçoise salad. Tuna niçoise salad. Please tell me you get that joke.
No, I don't.
You never watch White Chicks?
Yeah, I have actually, but I just don't, I don't retain quotes and things like that.
It's when they're doing like, your mama is whatever, and then she goes, your mama calls it a niçoise salad. Anyway, I had that. It was really good, but it was a tuna steak.
It did look delicious.
And then we had these side of potatoes that had anchovy on it and Dijon mustard. Again, super rich, very indulgent,
Good
but
though.
so good.
And I went to pick one out and it came out like a sausage. Like it was long.
Fucking so long.
But I loved it.
Yeah. Then we had desserts. I had the Solero souffle.
What did I have again? Oh, chocolate and olive oil mousse.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Hazelnuts.
it had like bits of a crunchy on it basically. Honeycomb. Gorgeous.
Yeah. So all in all, a fantastic experience. Oh, and I also had a fantastic strawberry spicy margarita.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm off the drink, by the way, guys.
Cheers.
Maffet. I'm just not going to drink until I go on my holiday, I think. I'm going to try.
Okay.
Okay?
Honestly, fair fucks, honey. You do you.
That's all it is.
I'm not off it. I've drank more beer last week than I think I ever have in my life. Desperado's coming out my arsehole. Love it.
That's what happens when the sun's out, though.
And margaritas. But I was in London, wasn't I? So
Yeah, true. Anyway, yeah, that was a lovely experience. I would recommend going there. And also, they were saying that they think it would be a good venue for people to work at
yeah.
because they've got the terrace bit and they can do like coffee and croissants.
And they're giving you charger packs for your Macs and stuff. Very clever idea. Anyway, so we have an announcement.
What is the announcement?
Zoe ran 5 kilometres at the weekend.
Oh, yes.
Woo!
Congratulations,
Finally
me.
getting my way and getting her into running. Honestly, Zoe, I was really proud of you.
I was deceased at the end.
There's not many times where I see you
Struggling?
No. Well, yeah, you were. You're not really a very angry person. You're quite a calm person, okay? And yes, you have your rants with me and stuff, and we rant about things in life, but it's not very often I look at you and I think you want to stab me. And we were running, and you were running. Made the first K, you said, okay, I'm fucked already. And I said to you, Zoe, because you're running too fast.
We also didn't warm up.
No, we didn't. We were also late for the official park run, so we still ran with everyone from park run, but as we were running 1K in, all the people the guys, should I say, that were
Who do it
coming
in
back,
10 minutes?
we worked it out. I think one of them finished in like 17 minutes.
Must have.
When he was running by, he was like,
No one finds it easy. No matter how fit you are, no one finds running easy.
no, they don't.
That's the one thing I will say.
Then 2 to 3K in, I think we were chatting the whole time, me, you and Heather. I know you were struggling, but you did say, I feel quite good. I feel this is good.
Yeah.
Then you started to get extremely hot because Zoe likes to wear about 10 layers whenever she runs anywhere because she doesn't want to get her arms out.
I only had a sports bra and a zippy thing.
But then
on.
when the top came off,
You
I
thought
was like,
she's fucked.
I thought, fucking hell.
But also at this point, so 3K is always when I stop. So I would say when we got to 3.5, I was like, I'm fucked at this
You
point.
didn't speak
and
much.
then the sun came out.
Yeah.
And it was piping hot.
Yeah.
Like you could actually feel the heat reflecting off your body.
And I was saying to Zoe, I was playing her songs. I was like, right, what song do you want on next? And you were like, just tell me when it's been 5K. And I was like, right, well, my watch says nearly 5K, but we're going to run to the end of Park Run. And you were like, Jess, no, I need to stop. And Heather was like pushing your lower back, like, come on. And I thought to myself, if you stop 100 metres before the official Park Run finish time, how pissed off would you be?
No, I would have been, but that's what I was saying to myself in my head.
Yeah.
Like, don't be so stupid. Like, complete this. Do not stop. Because what Jess had said to me is, promise me you won't stop this whole time, and I didn't.
Maybe.
Which is my problem. Like, I know I could do it if I stopped and had breaks. Obviously, anyone could. But my issue is I stopped too easy on my own because I just give up.
Yeah.
Or I've got no one being like, you don't actually need to stop, like, to change my mindset. But at that last 200 metres, I would say,
it was hard.
I genuinely was like, I'm telling myself I need to keep going, but I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
And I feel like I only just scraped by.
You did. And I say this to Zoe and anyone that's getting into it. If you're finding it really, really hard, it's because you're running too fast.
Yeah.
You just run slower.
There was times that I felt I was like a couple of steps ahead of you as I kept having to pull back.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've just not got that worked out yet, obviously, because I'm not a runner.
Yeah.
But
you did it in what? Did you do it in 35?
It was 35 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah. So our goal for you is to get you sub 30 by the end of the year. I think that's a realistic goal. You've got 7 months. That's more than realistic, Zoe.
No, I know. I just need to stick at it.
Because we were saying this we were in boxing last Wednesday. And me and Mark, who is our trainer, were trying to convince Zoe to do Park Run that Saturday. And he just said, you said that you give up with running so much because you are only running because you want to be skinny.
Correct.
Yeah. And you said, I know this is the wrong mindset to have. I'm not in that mindset yet, like Jess, where it's performance-based. Yeah. And I think it was interesting, because when we got back, me and Zoe went to Angel's for an omelette after the Park Run. Amazing omelettes, by the way. And you were like, oh, send me my splits. And then you were like, right, can you just tell me what time I finished in? And I thought, this is good, because you would only ask that because you're interested and you want to beat it. Well,
I feel like I know this information and know what it means through you doing it. So now I'm like, well, the only way to know if I'm not running too fast for a start is knowing
your pace,
what I should be staying at.
And your fourth and fifth K were faster than your first 3. So you know in your head that I could run faster because I finished my last 2 quicker.
Well, I basically need to switch them. Yeah. Essentially, don't I really?
Or stay consistent.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good mindset to have. And I said to Zoe, because you've never ran before, the weight will fall off you.
I'm a runner.
Especially because you're eating well. You are a runner now, darling. With your new little ONS trainers.
I think 5K is as far as I need to go, though.
Yeah. What you should do is do a 10K challenge maybe next year.
I would do it.
Like a charity race.
I would do it when you're doing it in August, whenever that is, but I think I'm on holiday, so
Can
I
you
can't.
just cancel that?
I'm sorry, I'm a runner now. I have to cancel to my 10K.
The Paisley 10K is what I'm doing, everyone, to sign up.
Anyway, I'm going to run tonight. And then
How about you do the half marathon with me in October?
Too far.
Jokes.
It's too boring for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll do a run tonight, and then we're doing Park Run again on Saturday, aren't we?
Yes. And I said to Zoe, I'll run with you again this week and next week, but the one after that is my 5K test, so I'll have to leave you, honey. I'm aiming for my best time ever.
Maybe I should just try and chase you.
Yes.
I can't let you out of sight. You'll be ahead, but I can't lose you.
Okay, let's do it.
See how that goes.
So me and Richard have been together 10 years tomorrow, Friday.
That's a long time.
It is.
How do you feel about that?
I feel fantastic, actually. I feel like I've had a lovely year with him.
I feel like you really like him just now.
Yeah.
And have done for quite a long time, actually.
We just get on really well at the moment. And I don't know what it is. We always get on well, to be fair. He's my best mate. But, we always have these peaks and troughs.
Everyone does.
Yeah. But what I will say is, I was thinking about the other day, I was thinking this last year that we've spent together has been quite different. And I don't know, him retiring, just seeing a different type of person who he is, spending a lot more time together.
Yeah.
It's just been really enjoyable. And we said this at the beginning of the season, but we went through a bit of a difficult time at the beginning of the year with his career change. And when you spend so much time with someone, you get to know I don't know. You see someone at a vulnerable state and then you're sort of there for them and he's there for you. Brings you closer together, I think.
Yeah, because I think some people are just themselves with everyone.
Yeah.
And like would be open, honest, whatever. But guys aren't always like that. And like I'm not, just as a person, because I'm not that emotional. When I do feel emotional, I don't want anyone to see me because I'm like, whoa, they're going to be like, what the fuck, are you okay?
Yeah.
So I do think when you get to that point, it definitely brings you closer.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you maybe just see them in a different light because you're then like, oh, they have tough times too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what I will say is, he's now so busy with adversity fitness that he texted me yesterday saying he actually can't take anyone else on, which is fantastic considering in January he
Was worried.
Yeah, and now he's got over 20 clients online and face to face.
That's a lot, by the way.
Yeah, and now to the point where he's working every single day and night till 9:30. That I'm actually not going to see him. I said,
So we're back.
You need to take tomorrow off with me. So we're celebrating it tomorrow, which is Thursday. Our anniversary is actually Friday, but I'm not going to be able to spend that with him because he can't take 2 days off
Yeah.
of all these clients at the moment till he works it out. But the reason I say this is because I would love to do an episode on relationships. Mm-hmm. I think it would be really good to talk openly about, you know, the past 10 years being with someone, for me personally. And I'm more than happy to share like the ups and downs and whatever. But I would like to ask the listeners as well if they've got any advice or the reason, if they've been with someone a long time, what they think has made that work.
Yeah.
Maybe they've been with someone a long time and they don't know if they want to be with them or what's not working. And anyone that's single in, you know, what they want in a relationship, what are they finding difficult finding a relationship. I just think it'd be quite good to have an open discussion with you and I, and then our listeners, and we can just listen. I'm not a relationship expert at all, but I think it's quite interesting because I do genuinely think I'm in a really happy, healthy relationship. I like to think so. I hope this ages well.
Next week we'll be cutting out. Dumped.
But you know what? That's the beauty of it, though, because I feel like we are quite open and honest.
Yeah.
I go through times where I fucking hate him. But
I think that's just relationships.
well, that's harsh.
whole,
Actually, I don't
isn't it?
ever feel that way about him. To be fair, I don't.
It was funny the other day though, wasn't it?
Oh, Zoe. He's so funny, isn't he? He loves the girls. Like when all the girls are around my house, it's his time to shine.
It is.
He absolutely loves being with the girlies. He loves being one of the girlies, and he was just. He didn't shut the fuck up. Me and you were trying to work.
We were actually trying to do something quite serious, and Richard was actually singing 1 minute, playing videos the next,
Jumping on the sofa, twerking.
twerking like literally to the window, out to the people outside, to us.
Rocking the cat like a baby. He's just absolutely nuts. No one really sees that side to him though, but
I know,
you
'cause
do.
he's just quite daft, like when he's in his own home,
Yeah.
in the comforts.
Yeah. So he said to me, typical Richard, typical bloke, I'm not getting you nothing for our anniversary. I went, well, I'm not getting you nothing. He's like, well, can't we just celebrate when we go to San Sebastian together? And did I say that on the podcast? I've booked that.
Unsure.
I don't think I did. Maybe I did on the Patreon. But I booked San Sebastian, by the way, for July.
Start of July.
Yeah, and basically, San Sebastian has the most Michelin star restaurants per square mile in the world.
Does it, right?
Which I'm not really that into, but he said to me, can we please go and book one of these Michelin star restaurants and we'll do that as our celebration? I'm like,
Okay.
what, in 2 months' time, mate? He's like, yeah, because it's going to be expensive. I was like, fine. So that's what we're going to do.
Will you get a card?
I should bloody hope so.
Are you getting him a card though?
I'm going to go get one after this.
Organised. Okay, well,
Yeah. But
here's
we'll have a
hoping you
nice
get
day.
one back.
We're spending the day together tomorrow, so...
What are you going to do?
don't know. Maybe go into town for lunch. He needs to get a suit. I need to find a dress for the Jack Baxter's weddings on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I need to look lovely for that. So
Yeah, you need to sort that.
I'm not sure.
I would say you definitely need to order some options tonight, I would say.
Yeah, for next day delivery.
Yeah.
I'll do that. But yeah, going back to the relationships episode. So you got a bit of time. If you want to DM us anything, we'll put a question box up as well. But I don't know. What questions could we ask? Let's just talk about relationships. I don't think we really
Just
do that
anything
much.
like. I mean, we can do
you
a
can
bit
ask
about
us anything.
Ask us anything.
Yeah.
Do a bit about like things that bother you, but not necessarily like I do all the washing, he doesn't. But just like longer term things, like maybe them as a person. Like, do you think someone can change from this to this, or just things like that. Maybe more deep meaningful parts of it.
And what makes you think your relationship has lasted the test of time? If you are in a long relationship, give us advice. Or if you're in a short-term one and you're head over heels, we can maybe tell you that it won't last. Jokes.
It's like when everyone says that honeymoon stage won't last, you're like, it will. That's just what we're like.
Dum, dum, dum. Before you know it, you're like, fuck's sake.
Oh, that's that ended, right?
Do you know what it is? It's when you move in with them.
That's what I was just about to say. You move in and it all comes crashing down. Well, it doesn't. It's just a big adjustment to life.
Yeah.
And people are easygoing, people are not. It's hard to live with certain people, it's hard to not,
Totally. And I think with me, I've had this type of relationship with someone who's been a footballer for so long that I've been programmed to kind of live a semi sort of from the outside single looking life because I've had to do so much on my own. I'm now experiencing a honeymoon phase.
You are
with somebody else. It's like a whole new relationship. And I think anyone that listens to this that are in, because a lot of like girls that date Richard's teammates listen to this podcast. And if your partner isn't continuing a career in football, which a lot of them do, I can honestly tell you it's the best thing ever.
No, I think that's the best way to put it, actually, that you're in the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
Because like
it's like I'm in a whole new relationship.
Yeah, because like when we're out, not when we're on a planned night out, but like on Friday we went for a barbecue to Heather's and it was like 8:00 and you were like, right, I need to get back and see Richard.
Yeah.
And spend time with him. And it's like before you would have been like, well, no, my fault you're at training all day.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just different now because you both need to try and fit each other in, but it's both your own choice when you're busy, so it's different. Do you know what I mean?
And I also love seeing him making plans with friends and people that aren't teammates now because he can.
I know,
it's refreshing.
exactly.
But I'm not to say that anyone that's partner does stay in the sport world. It's not miserable. It's just different, and people will understand. It's not easy, actually.
It's very restrictive. So you now don't have these restrictions anymore. And even though you're going to have new restrictions, it's under his control. So yeah, he's got clients till 9:30 just now. But if he realises that's not working for him, he can change
it.
Or he can take a few days off for you to go away or whatever and just give them the programme for that day.
Totally.
Like, it's just different.
And also, it's his first year of a new business. I think I would actively encourage like him to take on as much as he can at the moment to build that business. Do you know what I mean? And he's been supportive to me with stuff, so why wouldn't I him?
Exactly. Well, do you know what I've got to talk about?
Go on.
I went to the cinema at the weekend.
Yes.
It was the hottest day of the year. I went to cinema. Anyway, it was at night time actually, so it was fine. And I went to see If. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that advertised?
I only seen you share it, so
I've got
we were laughing, weren't we, before?
We were laughing because Jason, we were at Angels and Saturday morning, Jason sent me one of those messages, we iMessage, by the way, not WhatsApp. Questionable, I know. That you need to, you like rub the message, it's blurry, and you rub it and the picture appears. You can send messages with effects on iMessage, right?
That's cool.
So he did it, and then it was like, your tickets are secured. So I was like, yeah, you're going to the cinema. I've been wanting to go for weeks to see Challengers.
So it was like scratch to reveal type
kind
text.
of, yeah. Anyway, it wasn't Challengers that he booked, it was If. And the picture of it was just a big fluffy, it's not a bear, but bear-like thing.
Yeah.
On the picture. So I looked at you like, oh, yay. But it's actually about imaginary friends.
Uh-huh.
And it's not a cartoon. Like, it's humans in it. Like, Ryan Reynolds is in it.
Oh.
So it's about basically how adults forget about their imaginary friends as they get older. But in this film, these imaginary friends are real. So they're all like basically
living in a world of just everyone and their imaginary friends.
Yeah, but the imaginary friends who are all like not cartoons, but they're not humans. They're like, there's like a wooden man, a really old grizzly bear.
Okay.
Like things like that. Yeah. Like people there's like an ice cube and a glass of water.
Right, okay.
Like just weird shit that people make up as their imaginary friends. But they all live in this like theme park and they're all basically sad because they've been forgotten about.
Yeah.
So Ryan Reynolds' job in the film is to basically match them with new kids.
Oh, okay.
But what it ends up doing is there's a girl who's like 12 in it, who's the main character, and she's like forgotten hers. And they pair together and they're trying to match with new people, but also trying to rekindle like the adults to remember their imaginary friends. Because they're basically trying to say like an imaginary friend is always there to like get you through the situation.
Yeah.
Like it's a very wholesome film. Like I actually cried at one point.
Stop.
I know, it's a lot. It was just like quite a meaningful moment.
Did you have imaginary friends when you were a kid?
No, I don't think I did.
No.
That's something we should ask the listeners, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I bet you people have got weird ones and funny ones.
Yeah.
I don't think I did, but what I was saying to Jason's sister is, because she did, but she's older. So she had like 5 years, say, without him.
Yeah.
Must have been bliss. Whereas I'm not the first child either.
So you had a big brother.
He was my friend. Like, I didn't need to make someone to be in the house with me.
Yeah.
Whereas you were an only child, did you?
Yeah, well, I was actually thinking about this when you said it, and I still have flashbacks of me playing a lot with Forever Friends and Polly Pockets and Barbies, and doing what all kids do, sitting in your bedroom like, hiya, da, 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 da.
Making up a conversation.
Yeah,
and
but I don't know if I had
yourself.
an imaginary friend as such, but I definitely sat and played alone a lot, which is that's sad for me, isn't it? But I don't care. I mean, I had a great time.
I would have done that as well because Adam's a boy.
Yeah.
So he would have been doing his, like, playing with his boy cars and that, and I've been playing with my stuff. So I think people do that, but it was actually a good film and I would recommend going to see it. Like, it was, I feel like there's a lot of films coming out. Remember that one, Soul? Mm-mm. You definitely watched it, and the guy went, like, it was a very wholesome Disney film.
Yeah.
But I feel there's a lot of that sort of wholesome, feel-good genre coming out these days, and I'm here for that. I like a film like that.
Wow, Zoe, you're transformed.
So I think if people want to go to the cinema and are not sure, I would say go for it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't kids.
Yeah.
In the theatre, the cinema room thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Theatre.
Theatre.
It was adults.
Okay.
So it's not just for kids. Also, what I want to talk about the cinema was I went to the Odeon Lux in East Kilbride. Usually we go to the showcase, but we went to the Odeon Lux, and there's a Millions machine. Do you like Millions?
Yeah.
The chewy sweets?
Yeah.
I fucking love Millions, right? In the middle of like the bit that you would queue to get your popcorn and shit, there's a big massive Millions machine that it's got like all different flavours around it.
And
so you would buy a cup and you would like just turn the ones you wanted into like a pick and mix of just Millions.
Oh, love that.
I didn't get it. But
What do you get at the cinema?
Well, the other day we quite often take our sweets with us.
Same.
And it's not a stingy thing, it's just we want
Fucking you joking, it is stingy for me.
But it's also we want what we want.
Yeah.
It's just
16
easier.
quid for some popcorn and a pack of Maltesers and a drink. And you can go to Asda and get it all for 3 quid.
Yeah, that's a joke. So we got, I love a wham bar.
Yeah.
So we both got a wham bar each. This was me trying to be reasonably good. And then Jason saw, you know, in B&M you get the kind of bars of chocolate that are not your typical different flavours and shit.
Yeah.
So it was like a Cadbury's Dairy Milk bar, but it was mint, but it wasn't just like mint chocolate. It was like, you know, they do those sort of layered ones. So it was like mint, dark chocolate and white chocolate, I think.
Oh, yum.
So we shared that. And then I got a Dr. Pepper Zero.
Oh my God, so I've not told you. So yesterday or day before, where was I? And they only had Pepsi Max draft, right, rather than Coke Zero. It was gorgeous.
It's so good, isn't it? It's
so
actually,
sugary.
It is better.
I don't know if better.
Different.
Yeah, it's the first hit of it. It's like, whoa.
Agree.
It's like sugary and But Coke Zero's got that more blunt taste to it and maybe...
A bit more refreshing.
Yes, that's the right word.
Yeah. But, no, I think it is good. But what I'll say is Dr. Pepper's underrated.
Dr. Pepper's class.
But I would only get it at the cinema in that big juice cup.
Yeah.
I would never buy a bottle of it. And can you even get a can of Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Might get one of them. Anyway, that's what I had as my stack. Recently, what I've been finding is you get a big juice, which I never used to get. Like, I wouldn't care about drinking.
Yeah.
I would just eat at the cinema.
You mean a big juice? You're meaning like
pop
draft?
Yes, out the machine you choose all the flavours. That's actually the equivalent of like popcorn for me. Like I like to like sip away at the full film.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas I don't really like popcorn.
Do you not?
But I like the equivalent of having something to constantly pick at, and I'm not getting a sheer bag of crisps because Jason would have a heart attack.
I'm the opposite to you. I would get the draft Coke Zero. I would get sweet and salty popcorn. I get the Maltesers or the Revels. I love them. Tip them into the popcorn, mix it up, and I eat it before the film starts.
No, I did with my one bar before it started to film.
There's no way I can save that popcorn and watch it throughout the film. Are you mad?
I definitely am more open to popcorn now than whatever was before. Like I don't mind it now. I used to hate it because I hate it getting stuck in my teeth and all that. And I feel like it gets stuck at the back of your throat, like the wee bits.
Yeah.
Anyway, I could probably, if you had it, you would maybe see a hand every so often. Whereas Jason doesn't like it either, so we're more like, let's just get a couple of bags of sweets.
And you know those pick and mix, what are they called? But it's just like a big wall of pick and mix. I always do feel a little bit like, oh, how long has that been sat there for?
I know, because I love a pick and mix, but I'm the same. And see, when you see it in like B&M, because we went to B&M first to get our snacks, and there's a pick and mix in there, and I was like, the thought of that. And I don't know why the cinema's different, because it's just not.
Yeah,
it's probably worse, actually.
Probably worse, yeah.
But I'm like, kids could just be walking by that in the shop and putting their hand in. You know what I'm like with things like that as well.
Oh, my gosh.
So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that Millions machine, because someone needs to tell me if they've tried that, and if not, I will.
Have you heard about that petrol station somewhere in Glasgow?
Well, the slushies?
Yeah, it's
Where
meant
is
to be.
that?
Don't know. It's meant to have all the most amazing American sweets, slushies.
I'll need to pay a visit to there.
It looks incredible. We need to go.
I used to be a chocolate only. In the sweet category. Crisps have always been a big part of my life, right? But I used to be chocolates over sweets. And
Yeah,
the
I
last
still am, actually.
year or two, I wouldn't say it's
Leveled out.
they're level, right? I would take them all. I like a sweet then a chocolate, but I love sweets now, like chewy sweets.
Yes.
It's not a good.
They last longer.
I know, and it's not a good place to be in, but I do love a chewy sweet now.
My mum used to be obsessed with refreshers when I was a kid.
Yeah, I like
Refresher bars. It was like her thing. That and Caramac. I always remember.
don't like
if I was just
Caramac
like,
much.
what do you want from the shop, mum? She'd be like, go and get me a Caramac or a refresher. What was her thing? So bizarre.
Yeah, like I love a wham bar these days. I love typical
Vimto.
things,
Anything
like,
Vimto.
Anything Vimto.
Oh.
Have you tried the Vimto Clear Whey protein thing, by the way?
Yes, for my protein.
Yep, just got that, and it actually tastes like juice.
Yeah, it does.
I'll need to get myself some.
I was on the radio yesterday. I was on Heart.
You were?
Yep. Speaking of all things strawberries.
I did let the podcast family know. In the
You did. That was nice of you. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
I thought she's either going to be like, that was nice, or fuck you a little bit.
No, I was like, please don't tell anyone I've got. No, I'm joking.
I know, I did
No,
think
it was great actually. Like I said last week, don't really get nervous with these things
You're natural.
anymore. Thanks, Zoe. It was good. They asked me what I could make with Scottish. It was apparently national fucking something every day in it. It was National Strawberries and Cream Day. So I just spoke a little bit about that snack I have most nights, which is just Greek yogurt, crushed up meringue and strawberries with a bit of honey.
That is a good snack.
It
I
is.
think of that.
Low calorie.
And you know what's so weird, by the way, talking about strawberries and cream? That's never something that I've really had. Like, because I don't really eat strawberries unless it's in my granola in the morning. But last week I went to my pals for dinner and I took strawberries and cream as a dessert. And then no one else wanted it. And then I took it on Saturday, I think it was, to Jason's mum's, because we were sitting out the back.
It's very British.
And no one else was really wanting either. His sister and Gary did have some in the end. But I thought, I've never thought to do that. And then you were on the radio talking about it.
Do you know what though?
Started
A little tip before we finish this episode. I went into M&S last week. I went to the Nike store at East Kilbride and the M&S food store.
That's quite a good one, that.
Yeah, it is. And when I walked in, you know how I was saying M&S have got all this new summer range, but they've got a huge now, what is it called? Just a pavlova base. It's like a huge round meringue.
Right, okay, yeah.
So it's like a cake base and it's designed for you to top yourself. So good, because a meringue is actually just a piece of piss. It's like egg white and sugar. But to get it to rise,
It's not really
and get
worth
it right,
making, is it, when you can buy it easily?
No, but you can't buy them like that though normally. You just get the little
base.
crushed up ones. But yeah, I think it was such a good idea, and I don't think anyone would really think what it is. But it was maybe around like £8, £9, massive. Think at this barbecue season, you want to get a dessert, right? Get this pavlova, whatever it is. Get loads of different fruits, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries. You can get some crushed up honeycomb, like a lemon curd or something. Get some mint leaves all over it, little fake cute flowers, and you've got yourself whipped cream. I'm sorry, that's class.
A show-stopping dessert.
Yeah. And people would think, oh my God, did you make that? You'd be like, yeah, I made it.
When you technically have.
So yeah, it was on one of the stands actually, but I'm sure it would probably be in the cake section where you get birthday cakes. Probably, don't quote me, I don't know. But great idea. Hope they keep it because I'm going to do that this barbecue season.
Sounds great. We've just got one other thing to say on this episode.
Oh, fuck.
We've got something exciting coming, by the way, guys. We will be announcing exactly what that is next week with all the details. However, one thing you should know is that Patreon, of course, or PPPs, or VIPs is what I'll call them.
Yeah.
If you're not signed up, you're not very important to us. We'll get first access.
As always.
So stay tuned for that. And a hint that I'll give you.
You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it, for one. Secondly, it's a real life experience.
It's a real life experience.
It's not in this studio.
Oh, no.
So there you go.
Oh, I wonder what that could be.
There you fucking go.
And
we've not swore much today.
No, we haven't.
Progress.
But we also have, we were doing lots of exciting planning yesterday, actually. And let's just say, we like to take care of our Glasgow family, but we're looking forward to taking care of our Edinburgh family, maybe near the end of the year. Winky, winky, winky.
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing, which I shouldn't have said right now, but fuck it.
Too excited.
Fuck it.
Well, there's lots of exciting things coming, so stay tuned in.
Yeah.
To us.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Join us over on Patreon for where we're talking all things wedding guests, outfits, and maybe a few other random bits and bobs.
Absolutely. And have a great week.
Yeah, have a fantastic week. We love you so much. Like and subscribe as always. Love you.
And we'll either see you Friday or Tuesday. Goodbye.
Bye.